About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta, welcome to Truist Park. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Okay, Singy, he's got some extra swagger today after that monster performance in the last game. So much confidence in that swing.
No doubt about it, Boog. He did everything but drive the team bus back to the hotel. Looking forward to seeing if he can ride that wave into this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And going for Atlanta, Bryce Elder.
He may not dominate, but he always keeps the club in the game. If you can score runs, you have a really good chance to win with him on the mound today.
Well, because it was just such a weird default roster for the Atlanta Braves. Yes, this is the third straight starter in this series for the Braves, making their season debut. Kevin McGonigal leading things off. Strike is in from Bryce Elder, who came into this series quite hot. They had lost just 2 of their last 10 games. But now, all of a sudden, thanks to us, they're on a 3-game losing streak. Swing and a miss. Good rip there for McGonigal, but perhaps just good location from Elder, and it's 0-2. Oh my God! He went back to the fastball for the 3rd straight time to start this thing, and McGonigal makes no mistake. Took the first one, just flat out whiffed on the second, and just a bullet into center field. Gleyber Torres. The game reminds me every day that we really struggle against right-handers with Torres. Always wants me to take him out of the lineup, but I can't. A.J. Hinch says so.
Here comes the 0-1.
Good sinker. Fooled us there. He's trying to get out in front of the fastball, but honestly, I don't think that swing would have worked even if it was. Great pitch strikeout. I'd seen nothing really but heat. Fastball, sinker, change up. As this is not the Mudcats. Oh man. Time and time again, I continue to get this shit wrong.
Results in a club that's leading the league in slugging percentage right now.
And Boog, that means the pitcher's got to be ready from the very first pitch.
I can't do anything until I fix the scene.
And they've got the swing speed.
Rules are rules. It's not really a rule, but
to hit the ball hard and hit it a long way.
We're so close. We're so close. Where's the other one?
To win in today's modern game.
Okay, we're ready. However, gonna take that too, so we can switch scenes. When I want on Cold Keith, coming off a 2-for-4 day. A little looper, left field, looking like out number 2, and it is. An off single from McGonigal, nothing else as of yet. Riley Green coming off a 3-homer day, hit 3 home runs in his first 3 at-bats. That's how good Riley was yesterday. He's just 1 behind teammate Kerry Carpenter for the American League lead.
Green with an impressive 3-homer performance in his last game.
Ooh.
Pretty rare to see a 3-homer game like he had last time out.
Yeah. Well, and the 3-homer game comes right after I had said, well, he's not challenging Carpenter for the team in American League lead, not yet, and then he just went off. Oh,
right side, but foul.
Slightly impatient on the slider. 2 strikes on Green. Only a 4-pitch pitcher is the Elder. And that's off the plate away. Kind of surprised he's coming after Green as aggressive as he is, but Elder trying to trust his stuff here early. Well, inside.
Gets out of the way.
Great RBI spot.
We got Tortu up next. Much less of a threat with the right-hander Elder out here.
foul ball,
protection.
and it remains a full count.
Just wasn't sure about it. All right. 3-2 again.
Payoff pitch.
Up high. Draw a walk for Riley Green. See what Torkelson can do. Get the Mud Hens and the Seawolves in action today. We'll see the Erie Seawolves later and road to the show. Torque did have a good game one, at least by his standards here in the early portion of the season. Got away with a little bit of a generous call there on pitch one. No challenge from Atlanta.
2 on, 2 outs.
Settling into that sinker. Saw a lot of fastballs early to McGonigal, but it got ripped, so he's not throwing it.
In for a strike, and now just one.
I could very well regret this. I didn't think this hit the strike zone, and
The call will stand. So they've only got one challenge left now.
oh boy. Well, we got away with that in Mudcats last night. Lost the challenge early and then kept our remaining challenge through the end of the game. Gonna have to do the same here with Tigers tonight.
Now a pop-up
And we chase that. Going towards the railing, but it is caught to end the inning. Single and a walk, Tigers cannot score. And Framber Valdez will come out for his 6th start of the year, I believe.
Back at Truist Park. And towing the slab in this one, Framber Valdez. And this will be a tough test for him. Pitching on the road has not been that kind to his numbers.
Well, I think he's just got to trick himself mentally and put himself in a comfort.
Sure hasn't been all that kind, and, you know, I'll tell you what, Framber has been so good, and then he's just got those starts as Matt Olson on the first pitch of the game is going to challenge. Correctly. Rightfully so.
Still 2 challenges left for them.
Well, not ideal. Ah, there you go. A 1-1 to Matt Olson. Curveball. This one to McGonigal. It's short. Don't need to rush that throw. There's one away. Let's take a look at the Braves lineup today. See if they threw a wrinkle at us, and not really. More or less the same lineup that we've been seeing throughout the series.
The free water in the room, the chocolates on the pillow. When you get back from the ball game, whatever it is,
White down there towards the bottom of the order has been. He's having a good year, and he's doing well against us.
Really impressive stuff.
Ronald
Acuna,
batting with 1 down.
homer in each of the first 2 games of this set. And that's a bullet. Oh, my goodness. He has been a tough out these last 3 days.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes you
But
confidence.
we're keeping him in the ballpark, so can't be too upset. It's kind of what derailed Skubal for a little bit yesterday. Rocket of a hit by Acuna. Swing and a miss. Took him till probably the 3rd to really get the mojo back. Runner on the move, hit and run. Tigers will have just one option. To first base it goes as Gleyber Torres makes the throw. Well, see if we can make sure the Braves do not take advantage of that. Changeup will miss. I love the guy standing up immediately behind home plate. The guy behind him just stood up too. I'd be pissed. Fouled away. Well, he sat back down again. You got a front row seat. What do you need to stand for?
Here is the 3rd and final game of the series.
Curveball, bounce. This is Torres again. Throw to first will end the inning. A single for Acuna. Nothing doing else for the Braves.
Top of the second, Kerry Carpenter. Up now, the league leader in home runs. Every swing looks
I've
like
never had a
rocket
Costco
launch.
pizza, and I'll tell you why. There ain't a Costco anywhere near me.
The umpire for a new baseball.
I think the nearest one's 3 hours away. And when I'm up in Traverse City, the last thing that I ever think about doing is going to Costco. I don't even know where the Costco is in TC.
Not just far, but loud.
Tough strike there
Everything seems to
on
jump
Kerry
his back.
Carpenter.
Yeah, but when he connects, the ballpark turns into a souvenir.
Yeah, I know it's cheap and I know it's like highly regarded. I've never been inside of a Costco.
Souvenir City.
Carpenter
And
fouled
there's a
away.
foul ball.
Like any of those like bulk stores, I've never been in any one of them. Sam's Club, Costco, Kroger count? I've never been in a Kroger either.
That one missed.
Sheesh. Tigers luck out. All of a sudden, 2-2.
That's inside. And that's ball three.
So far, so good. Grounder up the middle. Leadoff single for Carpenter.
And a good start to the inning.
Leadoff runner on in each of the first two innings. We know we didn't do anything with the runner in the first. When you guys come visit, I don't really know if we're planning on being out where you are anytime soon.
Foul ball there.
Don't really have any trips in mind at the moment. Between Vegas and LA last year, well, Vegas a couple years ago, but still.
And he's down
Now,
0-2 as he swings through.
fooled
it.
by
Gary
that
Simmons
sinker.
will play
Matt
umpire
Feeling, our
today.
center fielder
Sort of has a
today.
reputation as a pitcher's
Down
umpire.
0-2.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding.
Commentary talking about the umpire having a wide zone. I haven't seen that yet.
Have a lot of success.
Meanwhile, this
block.
pitch gets away.
2-2 on Matt Vierling.
No
First two games of this series really haven't been all that close. Did have to bring Jansen. We didn't have to bring Kenley Jansen in last night, but we did. Just wanted to shut the door, secure a series win. Adam is outside. We will go full.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Rookie Hao-Yu Lee on deck.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Tough pitch there from Elder. 32 pitches deep. Nobody out in the second inning.
That's
Ground ball.
third.
Well, from nobody out to 2 away.
To first.
Double play for the
Nicely
Tigers.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from.
Assuming he threw me a slider away, I'm not really sure.
Base is empty after the
Well,
double
he
play.
tried to throw me a slider away.
Getting ready to hit.
It's actually middle of the plate, but Vierling
He'll
just
score here in
got
the
on top
second.
of it.
That misses, and that is
That
ball
helps
one.
out the pitch count of Elder, for sure. It's still not good, but could be a lot worse. 2-1. In his season debut, he's not looking like it's going to stick around long. 3-1.
A little bit low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all.
Quite
by the
burned
hitter.
through
Very
half of
patient,
his
showing
stamina
good
yet,
discipline.
but
Now
certainly
he's in the
getting there.
driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that's
And
ball
a second straight inning with a 2-out walk, this time to Hao-Yu Lee. We'll see Jake Rogers. Been a surprise in his brief playing time this year. Already, I mean, we never got off to a good start with Rogers a year ago. Been much, much better. Another tough strike. It's really all that's keeping Elder in this thing. I mean, primarily he's just wild. He's out of the strike zone, but he gets those to go his way.
The 0-1.
That'll miss. 1-1 on Rogers. Didn't miss by much. 2 sliders. So indeed, over 40 pitches now with still an out again in the second.
Swings and a slider.
I didn't think he was going back to it.
Well,
that blows.
Game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That one ripped by Rogers and a base hit. Tigers are not done yet. Inning will extend for McGonigal.
Second with 2 gone. First and second, 2 outs. Kevin McGonigal up now for the
Well, I lied in a way first time up. He did throw the first 2 pitches fastballs. He went to the sinker on the 3rd pitch. I had no idea.
0-1.
I was hoping for a sinker there, and then I never got one. Really? He hasn't thrown the fastball a whole lot else to anybody other than the McGonigal. Kevin McGonigal to center field. First home run in a minute. 3-0 Detroit.
3-run dinger. His 9th homer of the year, and the Tigers have the lead. It's 3-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for.
Well, on the last day of April, his 9th home run will, I mean, I think he was already a lock for Rookie of the Month. I would say that only extends that belief. And now that there's runs on the board, I really can't see Bryce Elder going too deep now.
3 runs across here at the top of the second.
He hasn't been efficient. Now he's got his team down. But the only one he's really owned is Gleyber Torres.
Ball 1.
Gleyber struck out on 3 pitches back in the 1st inning.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
I guess it's a good thing we were out in front on that. Otherwise, I don't think we were making contact. And down the left field line by Torres. And oh my goodness.
Takes a turn.
He's going for a double. They got him out on a similar play yesterday, but not today. Gleyber Torres, 2-out double. If that bullpen isn't warming up already, I think it's going to be happening soon. Colt Keith, left-hander, due up now.
And now the first baseman, Colt Keith.
Riley Green to follow. That'll miss away. So now 50 pitches through 2 innings. Still not out of this second. Fouled away.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Great start, great second inning here for Detroit.
Ball, that's outside.
Colt just missed that sinker. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where Elder goes now. Grounder, this to second base in Albies. Inning is over, but Kevin McGonigal with his 9th home run of the season, and it's a big blast, 3-0.
Bottom half of inning number 2. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris the second.
So now, 3-0 lead for Framber Valdez.
There's the strike.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive.
Michael Harris, center fielder, I would assume here today.
For a strike.
Down 0-2. Nope.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high.
This has primarily been
really have to
a tough team to strike out.
he's behind in the count.
Curveball got him.
Through that, and it's a strikeout.
Skubal started to rack him up a little bit later in his start yesterday. Fromber earns his first for the first out of the second inning, and Ozzie Albies from the left side, rather the right side,
and what happens is
against the lefty in Fromber.
You end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you
Grounded this to Cole Keith. I almost said Torkelson.
Keith takes it himself.
Keith to first base and a quick 2 outs.
Number 2.
Well, thank you, Fromber, and thank you, Braves bats. Tigers bats, certainly not concerned about the pace of this game. That into center. Eli White yet again. That's good speed on with 2 away. Facing yet another early deficit. You do start to wonder if they might consider trying to go get aggressive here. Still Dubon's had a pretty good series as well. That's a bad pitch, and we really should have just ate that. But at least the throw was on target and not into center field.
Man on second, 2 down.
Fastball fouled away. Only the second 4-seamer of the game for Valdez. Change up, slap to the right side. I don't know if there's much of a prayer here. Throw coming home, not in time of the speed. And a 2-out rally for the Braves as Mauricio Dubon gets us again. And now Yastrzemski.
Ball 1, no strikes.
For as not close as the games have been, the Braves have been a little scrappy, especially after we take that early lead. Slider in, 1-1.
1 run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Woo!
Swing and a miss.
Wasn't close. Curveball, got him swinging. Throw down from Rogers ends the inning. The Braves are on the board. Still 3-1 Tigers.
But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
Finally raised his average a good little bit yesterday. Back up to 250.
Well, these Tigers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right
7 Tigers home runs. I don't even know if that counts the McGonigal home run.
It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this start.
The only home runs hit yesterday by Detroit were Riley's.
Here's a 2-0.
For a team in the Tigers that we've been hitting a lot of them.
Because if they can keep making him work hard out there.
I mean, and team-wide, I mean, you think about it. Carpenter's got 14, Green's got 13. I think McGonigal might be 3rd with his now 9. Riley Green absolutely smacks that one into left center. Extra bases to start the 3rd here. I'm kind of surprised they even brought Bryce Elder back out. This has been a really taxing series on the bullpen, so they might leave Elder in probably as long as they feel like they can. Torkelson trying to follow up the leadoff double. That's right.
One missed, and here comes a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
Gotta try. It's all we can do.
Man at second.
I'm not even sure about that one.
Carlos Carrasco up and throwing.
Oh, Cookie. Is that Cookie? Or is Cookie Carlos Santana? That might have been a ball, too. There's some former Cleveland Guardian that went by that.
The 1-1. And there's a strike.
I think at one point I called him Pookie.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't
I
been
don't know
very
why.
efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
A flinch, but 2
It
and
is
2.
interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep.
Boog,
because
shut
teams are
up.
Really aggressively building their bullpens. The 2-2. Foul
Got
off,
away.
and they'll do it again.
Pretty good sinker. Yep, right at the knees there. Do it again. And inside.
Some good opposite field power. What I like about some
I think another 2 on with nobody out.
is that the base runner at second has a
I
very
don't even
good
know if the
lead
Braves are
and to
considering it
determine whether or not he
quite
can
yet. I
score
know they
on that
just got
base
the
hit.
bullpen up. A little blooper. Didn't have much of a choice there. White, not a great ball for him to throw on, so Green's going to tag up to third. Standing up.
Up next to the Tigers, the right fielder, number
It's tough to get guys in motion
So
with
digging in,
this
Jerry
team.
Carpenter
Nobody
picked up a base hit to center, his first
really
out.
currently on the team is all that fast. Here's Carpenter. Ground ball up the middle, base hit, and 4-1.
Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single,
Take that.
and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI.
And it's also good to see us not really manufacture a run, but lead off double,
Just shot it through
get
the
to tag
infield.
up. Carpenter, just a nice simple base hit. At times, you know, we rely on the home run a little bit much, so it's just nice to see that we have that capability. Ooh. My little slider just kind of fell off the table there. And it'll miss away, 1-1.
And at first, one away.
Wow. I think you only got 4 pitches. Only so many places you could go, but come on.
Check
Went
swing,
around.
and he went. Good, now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And a liner. But that's actually going to save the inning, at least
Even though it probably doesn't
allow
feel like it, he hit
somebody
the
else
ball
to try and get
hard, but it
something
doesn't always
done.
work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
But it won't be against
Manager
Bryce
out of the
Elder.
dugout, and
He
he'll
will
make a
not
move for
finish the
bullpen.
third.
Bryce Elder will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
now pitching for the
Carlos
Braves,
Carrasco gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Okay, so I was correct
You lead.
in the fact that Carlos Carrasco is cookie. He is on. I still remember when, you know, it was still like the last, like Miguel Cabrera's true prime and the battles that Carrasco and Miggy would have.
Carrasco,
Got a
more than
decent
100
fastball
career
there.
wins on the mound, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Strike 2.
Coming after
And a
us.
bat like this is almost over as it begins. In
Credit
this
to him
situation,
there.
You have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Now
That is
the
dropped.
Slider gets away from him.
Runner's gonna advance. See how they rule this. I would say
In
pass
scoring
ball.
position
Yep.
Now with 2 out on the pass ball.
This is something that'll happen to him from time to time behind the dish.
What the fuck happened there?
This is a part of his game he's trying to improve.
I think
But
Drake
there,
Baldwin
just
might need a
couldn't
new
squeeze it
glove.
in. It cost him.
So 1-2 on How You Lee.
Man on second, 2 down.
And How You Lee into right field.
Home.
The throw will not even come home. It's 5-1 and an RBI for How You Lee.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on
There you
the
go.
line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the
Rogers.
game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Ball inside.
Ball 1.
It'll be a long game at this point. I think we've already out-hit ourselves from yesterday. For as good as it felt like we were doing, I think we wound up with 7 hits. Braves out-hit us.
Here's a 1-1.
By the way, change up that time from Carrasco. But really, once Spencer, was it Spencer started? No, that was the Mudcats game. Still, regardless.
Here's a 1-2.
Oh! Yeah, sure, just dot up a changeup. Inning is over. Tigers score 2 more to lead by 4 as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Inning number 3. It's the Tigers 5 and the Braves 1. This is Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Top of the Braves order, due up, Matt Olson. See, the Tigers' offense has been really clicking here in this one. And already on pace to do more of the same. Olson takes ball 1. A good career history against Framber Valdez. Olson, I believe, a former Oakland A. So that makes sense. Now Acuna. Ripped a base hit through the left side his first time. Why would it put me on McGonigal? Is that going to be an error? No,
base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole.
Okay.
Here's the catcher, Drake Baldwin.
Drake Baldwin, center field. And despite Acuna reaching again, Vierling is there for already the 2nd out of the inning. If it wasn't for the Braves and swinging early and often, man, I don't know if this game would be this deep yet. Change up in to Austin Riley. Runner on the move. Throw down from Rogers. Good throw, but just not in time. 5th stolen base for Acuna. However, 0-2 on Riley. On the outer edge for strike 3. What a pitch for Valdez.
They're down here 5-1.
Braves are going to be happy to see Detroit leave town.
Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Party been started, we all just need to finish. If I buy a chain, I'm doing it by myself. And I'ma get a pennant that say I'm independent. I'm a big man. You couldn't kick
those numbers there, of course, before this game started. McGonigal, 2 for 2, single and a home run today. Ball 1.
That's a ball.
Really, his last 10 games did 3 home runs? I feel like he might have had that 2-homer game mixed in there, and that was probably around about 10 days ago.
The 1-0.
That's not even close.
Wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one did miss, and the strike is overturned. So they get to hang
not a prayer. Well, 2 for 2 on challenge number 2. Elevated sinker from Carrasco. I'm not going to challenge that one. Oh, no, he got it. Figured it was close.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Oh, how we got a piece of that. Fooled badly. In the dirt.
Now.
McGonigal had been not really slumping too bad as of late. Average is kind of dwindled down a little bit, but good to see him bounce back a little bit today.
And a payoff pitch.
Back yo to Carrasco. I watched that into the glove.
Up next for the Tigers, the second baseman.
Well, they got to figure out a way to retire the rookie somehow. Gleyber Torres ripped a double to left field his last time up. Went after the fastball. That is right at, I think it's Eli White out there, 2 away.
Up next for the Tigers, the first baseman.
Go to Colt Keith.
And next to hit for Detroit, Colt Keith.
Today with the Tigers offense clicking yet again. He is hitless. Couldn't stay back. I think we did that on a slider in a previous Colt Keith at bat. Little bit out in front on it. And same there with that changeup.
2 down, nobody on.
It just didn't come down far enough to center field and Harris. Credit to Carlos Carrasco. He still got it. 5-1 Tigers, bottom 4.
5-1. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Well, you can say they've been playing well all you want, but those 3 X's up at the top means that things might be changing for the Atlanta Braves. High-scoring games in the early part of that streak, and then kind of back down to earth a little bit. But they just haven't been able to pitch to us, really. It's been the problem.
They're swinging early, being aggressive, but
to center.
Later,
We'll send Matt Vierling back ever so slightly.
It's not resulting in hits. So
1 pitch, 1 out in the 4th.
More selective up there.
I mean, the longer this goes on, the more this feels like the Braves team that we saw in the World Series a year ago. But you look at those numbers there for Framber. All of his hits allowed have been off of the changeup. That is not something we've seen very much.
Ball 1.
Like even yesterday for Skubal, he got hit around fairly decent on just about everything.
A little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes.
He's just missing with some pitches that
2-0 to Albies.
They're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Oh, Jesus. Well, the first hit on a non-changeup, it's not really a surprise that it's Ozzy Albies. 1 out single, the 4th hit of the night against Framber Valdez.
Now in for the Braves, Eli White. And the first pitch misses for ball.
Right?
Challenge from behind the dish here.
I thought that was a strike.
And that did find the strike zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge.
3 for 3 on that fucking challenge.
Albies over at first with 1 away.
Uh-oh. That's trouble. Vierling on the run. He can't get it! This could be a game again real soon. They might try for an inside the park home run here. They will. Throw is not in time. Inside the park home run for Eli White.
And I think that by the time he was getting the second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
It is 5-3 now. Oh, what a shame on that pitch, too, man. That was perfectly where I wanted it. Now Dubon, who I said it was having a nice series, he's actually only 2 for 9. Feels like he's doing a lot more. I don't know who I was thinking of.
Yep, that ball went out.
Quite unfortunate for Framber Valdez. Oh, he didn't go.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Strike in there to Dubon. Let's pitch with some confidence here. And this one grounded, but booted by Hao-Yu Lee. And that's got to be an error, and it is.
One down.
Bring on Yastrzemski.
He's over one.
That's a ball.
This is what you might call bad.
Aye.
Kind of feeling for Fromber right now.
That's ball 2.
Slider out of edge. Oh, that was a ball.
Ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
51 pitches now for Fromber. Oh! When I say they've been a tough team to strike out, that's a curveball destined for the dirt.
The 2-2 now.
Still only one out in the inning. 2 runs already home. Called a swing. Wow. I'm not so sure that it was, at least from our view. I mean, you could definitely say he makes it a legitimate try and pass at the ball here. He didn't miss that by much, so I suppose fair. Now you got to deal with Matt Olson, who rockets that sinker. Foul. Swing and a miss.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline.
1-2.
Oh! Those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Ripped it, but playable. Carpenter chased back to the warning track. Well, our defense lets down. Fromber Valdez just a little bit.
It's the Tigers 5.
Game gets a little bit closer, 5-3.
Tigers baseball on the show, Great Lakes. New inning getting started. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green.
Well, Boog, yet another standout game from him. Quick hands.
Riley Green, 1 for 1.
You can tell he puts a
Doubled
lot of
his
work
last
in.
time
It's paying
after
off. Well, these Tigers
walking
really
back
me
in the
with
first
quality of
inning.
their bats in this one. It's been fun
Green,
getting a chance to see
Torkelson,
them
and
go to
Carpenter
work.
up
It
against
looked to me
Carrasco.
like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in.
And that one down the right field line.
Base hit.
Gonna be tough to get 2 here. Green is gonna try, but the throw is on the money.
Going for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the
Outside of maybe Ronald Acuna Jr., Eli White has owned this
He was
series.
so close to being in scoring position.
What the fuck? Torque, ground ball back up the middle. Tricky spinning play, Dubon.
Nicely done for the out.
Obviously, this type of run production isn't exactly sustainable game to game, but it's a good sign that a lot
right.
of hard work's been paying off.
Sure.
2 down, bases empty.
Derek
And
Carpenter,
next up for the
2
Tigers,
hits
Terry
today, but
Carpenter.
so far this inning, Carlos Carrasco does not care.
Slider right there.
Was that late? Nope.
Swings through that one out.
Slider
that
sinker.
time.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throws.
No, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Tigers fail to make any noise. And it
We might have problems here today.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
You know who I be, up in VIP. They want a VIP, they want stay bubbly. From the shorties to the bottles, it's bottoms up. Hood chicks, supermodels, I got them stuck. To the style, got them swaying. Swoon when I step in the
2, 3, and 4 for Atlanta, which means Acuna leads off.
Hey.
Rough stretch for Valdez, and it's hard to even say it's really his fault.
On the ground to the left, and foul ball.
Had the error and bad route by an outfielder. Turned into an inside the park home run. Swing and a miss by Acuna.
With a fastball.
Just a mid-90s challenge.
Well, that's a good comeback for Frombers. Strikeout number 5. When
it was in a very hittable location.
that's key, man. You don't want to let Acuna on base, especially with how they've had a tendency in this series, even today, to try and move him on the base paths.
That one fouled off.
Launched foul with Drake Baldwin. Baldwin 0-2 or 0 for 2 today.
The Tigers
7
leading
doubles
by 2, last
on the
half
year.
of inning number 5. That's
Grounded
the third.
to Lee. Makes the play this time.
Throw
2
to
away.
first in time.
Up next for the Braves, the third baseman, Austin.
So here's Riley now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That
Nope,
misses.
outside.
And it's 1-0.
Wonder how long Frombers should stay in the game. That's a bullet, but it's right to Hao-Yu Lee. I think we at least try and give him the 6th. I can't really see him pitching much longer.
His timing was
It's
perfect.
right at him, but it is a leaping play third by Hao-Yu Lee.
Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Dylan Lee taking over on the mound.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Braves go to left-hander Dylan Lee to face Veerling, Lee, and Rogers. Interesting.
A little bit low. Ball 1.
Guess maybe they're expecting the top of the order to turn around. 2-0 to Veerling.
Lee, a 6'3" lefty. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and he works in a change.
Veerling 0 for 2. I'm gonna let him have it. Those backdoor ones, I try not to challenge, but I had a good feeling it missed, but still. I don't want to run ourselves out of challenges this early in the game.
2-2 now. And that one
Inside,
missing
ball 3.
inside a sharp slider.
Gotta be sure on it. Ugh.
Battling here.
I could not say for certain that winds up being a good decision. That was strike 3.
3-2.
Matt Veerling with a rip to left field. Will it have a chance?
One
No.
up, one down.
Deep fly ball out for Matt Veerling.
Up next for the Tigers, the third baseman, Hao-Yu.
So digging in.
I believe that's straight into the wind, though. And now Hao-Yu Lee. Lee with a rip. This to third. Middle fastball.
Fires to first in time.
Nothing doing on it.
Tigers, the catcher, number 34, Jake.
A quick 2 outs. It's Jake Rogers.
Pop foul out of play off to the
Late
right.
swing there on that. Last 9 games. I feel like he's only played 9 games.
2 down, nobody on.
That's a bullet into center field. That'll drop.
Into center and a base hit. So
Two out single for Rogers.
the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
This is now where it gets a little bit tricky. McGonigal has, you know, and I think over a month into the season now, we can talk about how good McGonigal has been against lefties. Now, certainly way better against righties, but I think it's important because we know how we played with Green and Carpenter left on left last couple of years. Think by a sliver. Oh, no, he didn't get it. That'll be
really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity.
You gotta see something over the middle of the plate, right?
Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield. Last couple of pitches breaking balls
Assuming we ever
away.
will.
I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back.
Well, you have now. The scores from today just aren't in yet.
The 2-1. Now one miss.
Home run and a single. 3-run home run and a single for Kevin McGonigal today. And now he's up 3-1.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
3-2 now.
2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Another slider that did not come down into the strike zone, but couldn't say for certain when it was in the air or on its way that it wasn't going to hit the box.
Payoff pitch.
Bouncer. Good chance they get the out here, and they do.
It's the Tigers 5.
Braves bullpen. For as busy as they've been in this series, doing a good job today. Keep it a minute.
Bottom of the 6th. So now to the plate for Atlanta. Michael Harris the second.
68 pitches into his outing. Framber Valdez back out for what is very likely one final inning of work today.
So important to get
Didn't go deep with Skubal yesterday either.
Allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple
Braves
hits.
have done a decent job of that all series. Not letting our starters go ridiculously long. Another line drive, run it how you leave.
Going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact,
See all
you
these
feel like
now.
you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Gee.
Fought off foul.
Albies doesn't have, you know, scary power, but man, you don't want to leave one there for him. Try backdoor slider. Why not? Well, this could be a problem. Valdez fields, throw to first. Got him. All right, huge out. Now we face another huge out. Inside the park home run was his second of the year. His second home run of the year, and that one's by McGonigal. Eli White is 3 for 3.
And his hot hitting continues.
I think we'll go ahead and get the bullpen up now. I really hope we don't need them here in this inning, but that's where we're going to head. Holton and Finnegan, they're fresh. We'll go with those guys this early. Dubon, ball one.
He's going to steal second. You want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead.
Runner on the move to left, and Green is there. Inning is over. Framber Valdez is through 6, and he really deserved better today, but there goes 6 innings, allowing 3 runs on 7 hits.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Aaron Bummer.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Gleyber Torres up to hit, 1 for 3.
Late innings from Truist Park. Gleyber Torres to start things off. 2, 3, and 4.
Tap foul at the plate.
Aaron Bummer. Seen him already in this series. Might even be, with how deep we've gotten into the Braves bullpen every game, we might have seen just about everybody 3 straight days.
Ball, that's down.
Oh, not really sure I remember. Grounder back up the middle. A multi-hit day for Gleyber Torres, including a hit off a right-hander. So
multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been
Love
having
it.
lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
now we get into the trouble. Left on left. Colt Keith, Riley Green to follow now. And, well, there's no trouble when the bases aren't, there's nobody on them. Second double play tonight for the Tigers.
On the feed to second right there. You gotta love that glove toss, Boog. You know, sometimes people think these guys are being a little flashy, but it actually
Bonds
can
played a
make
good-
more sense to do
good
that
game,
than try to make a
especially
full transfer.
here at
And
short.
Gotta remember, these guys work on that play all the time.
Walk
so it's
double
in
and a
their back
single
pocket
for
whenever they
Riley.
need it.
Digging in, Riley Green. Check
And
swing,
went around
but
on
it went
the
too
slur.
far. Strike 1. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
11 hits now for Detroit. Hot start at the plate. 3 runs in the second inning, 2 in the third. But nothing since. Really ever since Bryce Elder left.
2 down, nobody on. Sets him down looking. That was pretty nasty. It's the Tigers 5. and
I
the
still
Braves
want to
3.
save that challenge, man. The zone's been junked today. God almighty.
Bottom of the 7th. Now in for the Braves, Mike Yastrzemski.
Yastrzemski leads off 0 for 2. Who are we going to head to in the pen? 2 left-handers and Acuna. Now, Matt Olson's still a pretty good hitter against lefties, but looking like we're going to go with Tyler Holton.
Tyler Holt takes over on the mound.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well, another left-hander for Yastrzemski to deal with.
You know, these Braves,
Hopefully one that actually locates today.
today. We've already seen 8 line drives from
Oy.
them, man.
Nope,
It's always a
inside,
good
ball
sign
2.
when the ball is jumping off your bat. And
So
that's
far,
what this offense
no.
has been doing so far today.
Sweeper, swing and a miss. Save that cutter. Been throwing the cutter early in at-bats with Tyler, and I think that's
Got the bat
certainly,
going too soon. It's strike 2.
kind of held back his results.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
All right. All right. Oh, come on!
Base hit up the middle.
Lead-off single for Mike
Bring the time
Yastrzemski.
to run to the plate.
Couldn't have timed
Where the
it
fuck
up
did
any
this pitch
better than
go?
that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So
Nor
it
good.
definitely felt good.
Middle low. Now Matt Olson.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
4 for 11 series with a home run.
Way out front for strike 2.
Good thing that sweeper still had the sweep, man.
Try to track the ball.
Certainly left it
if you
up.
have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow.
Late on the
climb back
cutter
into
at
this
88
at-bat through
miles
the
an
count.
hour.
The tying run at the plate.
Got him! Whoa, there we go. That's the pitch we meant to throw in the last debut. That's big there, but it is Ronald Acuna Jr.
Designated hitter, Ronald Acuna
Uh-oh.
Jr.
And that is out of play.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first,
Spraying them all over and spraying them hard.
Back into this ball game.
Grounded
On the
foul.
ground. And that's just foul.
Cutter for Holton, not been a factor
A two-run lead
here
in the
today.
bottom of the seventh.
And a looper. It is foul.
And that is foul.
Starting to wonder where the fuck we go. Not there, but it works out, and Acuna struck out for the second time today. I guess just not looking in that location at all.
They haven't been able to move that runner off.
Have to be my guess. Yeah, he's late on that sinker.
I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just
Not
needs
like
one more.
not like Holton's a flamethrower by any means.
Up next for the Braves, the catcher, Brant
0 for 3 is Baldwin. Called strike high. It's going to be overturned.
Good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more
No, it didn't.
And a strike.
Hey, we got one of them too.
One challenge remaining for them now. Yastrzemski leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Jesus Christ.
In the air to left
McGonagall over his head. He makes the play.
center. Run. And
So a hit allowed by Tyler Holton, but no damage done. Still a 2-run Tiger lead.
now pitching for the
welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ronaldo Lopez.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Now it's
Lopez went a
the
good
DH,
bit
Spencer
into
Torkelson.
yesterday's
0
game
for
after
3
we
in this
chased
one.
starter J.R. Ritchie. So he does not come in fully rested. Torque with a bomb to center. Will it go? Yes, it will. Home run number 7, Spencer Torkelson.
Muscles one out of here. His 7th home run of the season. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-3.
Oh my goodness, Reynaldo Lopez destroyed us yesterday.
They're having a great time out there.
That is massive to be able to get
Out of the bullpen, a tough one. And
a first pitch home run off him today. When we got into Mudcats franchise yesterday, we didn't pick the game that Lopez was starting purposely because he had just wrecked our shit.
Swing.
Check swing, no swing.
Nope, he held
For
back.
Kerry Carpenter, 35,000 in attendance here. For a game, this was a noon start on a Thursday.
And the 1-0. Now one
Call
miss.
ball.
close pitch there.
Lopez
and
doesn't
he's kinda
like
wondering
it.
Where it missed, you know.
Fair point.
Getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Movement in the
got
Atlanta
it.
bullpen. Jose Suarez. The left-handed reliever appears to be getting loose.
Nah, Carpenter just a little bit behind that. What away here in the 8th inning.
Up next for the Tigers,
Here's the
Head
center
into our
fielder,
bullpen with Matt
Vierling.
Vierling due up. Riley, who it's not a big fall off for him when he's facing a right-hander. Harris and Albies. So actually it'll make more sense to put Kyle Finnegan in the game. Try and get this to the 9th. Kenley Jansen. 0-1 on Vierling. Late on the fastball. Woo!
swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That's a ball.
Nearly hitless today. Might be... Let's see. McGonigal, Torres. I don't know if Keith's got a hit yet. I think so, but maybe not. Everybody else does.
1-2 now.
Outside, that's a ball.
One out, base is empty, and a run.
I think that would be the only other one.
Top of the 8th. Got him. 2 gone now.
Impossible.
That 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on.
At least for Matt Vierling.
Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front.
How you lead.
Sometimes if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know,
1 for 2
pitchers
today.
really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that.
Also
ball.
walked his
And
first
when they
time
put him
up,
against
so
the
on base
ropes, gotta
twice.
Figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
2 down, nobody on.
Strike 2.
Ahead 0-2 in the count.
First pitch torque bomb, and then Reynaldo Lopez has evaded
Get
bats.
this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Two and
Ball,
two.
that's inside.
That misses the zone.
All right.
Counts full.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Foul.
Tough
We'll see
foul there
another
for Lee,
payoff
too.
pitch.
Kind of surprising. You know, you just don't know what to expect out of Lee here. Oh, wow.
This one popped up. Dubon should have this one.
Dubon there ends the inning. Spencer Torkelson, though.
Solo shot for
Goes
Detroit
deep,
this inning.
makes
Home
no
run for
mistake.
inning number 8 straight ahead.
Tigers lead by
You're
3.
watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes.
Now pitching for
Back
Detroit.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Kyle Finnegan. He last pitched 2 days ago. Here is Austin Riley. The Braves.
Kyle Finnegan enters with a 3-run lead.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man.
Trying to get this to the 9th inning and potentially set up Kenley Jansen again.
That they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead.
Twitter
If
for
it
a
gets
strike.
to the 9th, that closer's
4,
coming
5, and 6 for the Braves.
The 1-1. Yeah, that's
Nope,
a little
that's
high.
a ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Oh, that was just about entirely a strike.
That one's in there. It's 2-2.
At the start of this game, where commentary said that we had an umpire with a wide strike zone.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Not really been the case today. It's been quite
2-2
small.
now. Breaking ball.
Oh,
This is
good.
down
We'll go
and
full.
away.
Rams
Gets a
foul
piece there.
again.
We'll do it again.
I know what he wants. I know I can't give it to him. And we walked him.
So a leadoff walk.
It's a shame he fouled off a lot of good pitches. And now it's Michael Harris. Popped up on the
Swing and a
infield.
ball
Huge
popped to
out.
the air. Lee.
Moving in, how you Lee. He's
And
there.
there's
One
one
away.
away.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Ozzie.
Ozzie Albies.
One out man at first.
Bats from the
Ozzie
left
Albies
side,
up
where
to
he's
the plate.
much less of a threat.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Ripped it
ball
foul.
there.
Certainly looking for something to pull, it seems. Why we're not going to give it to him. And got away a little bit. No advance. Go back upstairs.
The 1-2. Stays alive.
Hasn't been easy work for Kyle Finnegan.
Stands at first with one out.
Oh, they're fouling him off.
Looking for that swing and miss. He's gonna have to just change speeds a little bit.
He hasn't really thrown. I don't know if he's thrown a true bad pitch in the inning.
Illusion at the end.
Fights it off. You'll see another.
The healthy cut.
Oh, man, are they
98, but a really good
all over whatever he's got to offer. Back up the middle and a base hit. They're going to third here, though, and the throw is offline for Matt Vierling in center. So the runner on first is Albies.
So that was nicely done to beat the odds. Really important at bat coming up now.
Getting a little bit too terrifying for my liking. Man, I would hate to get up Will Vest, but we'll warm up Vest and Hurter. See if we end up needing anybody, because here's Eli White. Haven't gotten him out today. 3 for 3. And he is 4 for 4.
Riley comes in to score, and they cut the lead to 2. Now a relay to third.
Shame. We probably had an out at third there.
A run scores. It's a 2-run game.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with
Wow,
the
we got
RBI
big
there.
problems now.
Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ballgame.
A move coming at third base.
Pinch
Going
runner.
to the pinch runner, Jorge Mateo. You don't see a lot of pinch runners at third, but with less than 2 outs,
Well, the Braves
they're
have
hoping
cooking.
he gives them a better chance of scoring. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
High fly ball to center. They're going to make this a 1-run game. Out number 2, but we have no prayer. Oh, my goodness. Good back up there by Torres.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat.
That is 2 iffy throws from Matt Vierling.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
And
Wow.
he swings and misses at the initial offering.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
Fast
Got
out
it.
for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Big pitch.
Call that keyhole.
Kyle Finnegan to at least try and get out of this inning with the lead.
He's not going to swing that early in the count.
Ah,
That's a ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Fights that one away.
inability
Still
to get
1-2.
anybody out right now.
The Braves with the tying run.
I can't finish him off, though. That's the big problem. Getting to 2 strikes, no issue. But they continue to foul away so fucking many good Kyle Finnegan pitches.
Good
And
slider
it's
down
2-2.
and can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
I mean, I've really done, I feel like, everything I should be doing here.
2-2 down.
Outer edge, it was back to Finnegan, and it goes by! They hold Eli White at second. We just can't let this go on anymore. This is embarrassing at this
The
point.
deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes.
I mean, it's right back to ya. Matt Olson do fuck it. Yeah, give me fucking Brant Hurter.
Another pitching change. Kyle Finnegan won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So a lefty out of the pen, Brant Hurter.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Matt Olson. 2 on, 2 away. Bottom 8.
Just missed.
Inside.
Big spot.
If Olson is to reach, it would be
Both the tying
Acuna.
And go-ahead runs are aboard. Swinging a foul out of play. The 1-1. Swinging a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead.
Felt that coming.
Wilson blasts one out. And they've rallied from 4 back in
It's 8-6. You're not going to be able to wipe the smile off his face for a while, Boo. He just changed the game. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's Acuna now.
The other 2 runs that just scored charged to Kyle Finnegan. But the run for Olsen is the first earned run allowed by Brant Hurter this year. And now it is Acuna, who is 2 for 4. I don't know who's closing games for the Braves these days, but oh boy. That's the story of the inning. 2 strikes, not a problem. Getting that third, impossible. I feel like every fucking hitter had been down 2 strikes in the inning.
Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But it's a huge 5-run inning, and it gives them the lead. Through 8 full, the Braves out front here, 8-6. Last chance coming up here for the Tigers. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Robert Suarez. A chance at his first save of the year.
Well, Tigers stunned a little bit. Robert Suarez was not the closer prior to this series, at least in the simulation to this point. Looking for his first save at his first opportunity.
A little bit high. Ball 1.
So now we're even more glad we still have that one remaining challenge here.
Selected for the All-Star game last year. That one fouled off.
Can't miss those. Cannot miss those.
Here's a 1-1.
2-1 on Jake Rogers. Left-hander McGonigal, who had a good game, on deck. 3-1 to Rogers.
That was absolute gas.
We do have Dingler on the bench.
Different experience as a hitter watching that go
So if we feel the need to pinch run for Rogers, we can.
The 3-1. That one in triple digits.
Just not able to.
Gotta get on base first. 1-hundo.
Payoff pitch.
Do it
Gets a
again.
piece and stays alive.
Gotta see him try to make a mistake, I guess.
3-2.
That's a bullet from Rogers. Hey!
And that'll bring the tying run.
Tying run will come to the plate in the form of McGonigal.
The batter,
That ball was absolutely
That's a
ripped.
bullet from Rogers.
111 off the bat, and I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate.
So let's take a look.
We can look at StatCast and just see
You don't really have a
what
lot
the
of
data is.
speed.
Always so much fun to see what
Young
numbers
has
pop up.
none. Dingler doesn't really have any. I mean, we're not really gaining a whole lot. So, just going to hope that McGonigal reaches here. So we at least get Colt Keith up here in this 9th. High fly ball.
Center. And there's one away.
Not hit hard at all. Now the unfortunate part is we have to rely on Torres. Torres reaches, barring disaster. Riley Green would bat in this 9th inning. Ball 1 to Glaber.
That's inside.
Had an okay day, 2 for 4. That average creeps closer to 200.
Right through there for a
Change up.
strike.
Pretty glad I let that go. I would have been out in front on it. Probably grounded into a double play. Truth be told. Not for us.
Well, so many
Not for
hard
us at
throwing
all.
relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment. But
1
I
and
don't know if
2.
you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch.
Another weak fly ball to the left side.
Left field.
Tigers are down to their final out.
Up next to the Tigers, the first baseman, number 33, Cole.
Cole Keith, the last chance for Detroit after a 5-run 8th inning for Atlanta.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Just a little bit stunned. Kyle Finnegan had been iffy this year. He hadn't been like that.
Tying run at the plate.
Ugh.
And there's a foul ball.
I don't think we're getting a better chance than that. Robert Suarez to finish us off and salvage a game.
Suarez is just one strike away.
He sure the fuck got it. 101. Right by us. Braves win the finale.
Just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs at the top of the ninth. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.